By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
That this fair city demands we must feed their souls, not starve their minds.
Oh, howl and wreck yourself. Music, laughter, life, that's what they need.
If you think about it, by helping me, you're helping yourself. But don't think about it too much.
The world would be a better place if we were all as honest as you. Please, do it!
I'm not asking for much, just loads and loads of gold.
Hi there. How can I help?
That's great. Thank you.
Come again? Feel free to browse and buy. Feel even freer to buy.
Being an adventurer must be quite an, exciting endeavor.
I really would be most grateful, and a good deal less hungry.
You, good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not... Ah, you will find the legendary lost play? Splendid!
Finally, tragedy and comedy will come together as they should.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this. Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No! Really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish, worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown, And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
My love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart pleads for a sign, my Ethel. Whence you answer it?
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again on the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Ka-chicka-chicka.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Bloody beggar, aren't you, boy? What you doing fighting the likes of us?
Take cover, lads, there's lead in the air.
Oi! Stop hitting him! He's a mate! And the best landscape gardener I've ever seen.
Eat it, fart breath! It's not supposed to go like this! We're supposed to win! Titus has fallen! Vengeance is mine at last! But what is yonder scar upon his cheek? No, it cannot be. He was my son! Oh, woe and wretched misery! I am undone. My heart breaks with grief. It has beat its last. Adieu, unkind world. Adieu.
A tremendous performance. For a moment, I believed you truly had passed on. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? You have brought such depth of meaning to my words, I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich, a metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
We're saved, Lambert!
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you a million times! Thank you!
His head bosom! It's already working! Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands!
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say...
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
worst play ever.
If only all...
I'm beginning to understand why Philip Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
Indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization will rise with the broadness of brain to truly appreciate it.
If you ask me, it was the tragic elements that let it down. One cannot argue with the comedy.
Oh, well, pox on you, Pinch.
Why are your clothes so ugly? Are you really poor? Have you been loads of places? I want to go loads of places too and meet the people. Incredible!
I have no doubt that the people of Bright... You need more...
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? Great, great. Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around anyway.
You might...
Nothing but that worthless Uncle Stone. Loving eyes.
Your beard looks a bit scruffy.
That was too easy! Hey, you're making us look bad. Put that out.
Well done.
That didn't look too bad, eh? Come on, hit him back. That's it. Cut out the stone's heart. Fable. He's a mate of mine.
Wow, watch out!
Welcome to... the sa-
Please, you've got to help me. I'm so worried. It's my daughter, you see. I can't find her. The little scamp is always going off on her own, having adventures and whatnot. Always comes back after a while, though, but this time she's been missing for hours and hours. I'm frantic with worry.
here to take me home? Mummy said I shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did. We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. Help! What's that? Help! Hooray! Whoa! Hiya! I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Hooray! Woohoo! Yeah! Are we there yet? Are we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy!
little darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should... Ah, hello. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that very sentiment.
This is terrible. Somehow the gate got open. Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
You have several new suits. Those will make dressing easy. You're dressed as a chicken.
Well done. Their reign of terror is over before it began. All right, see if you can find some more.
Yeah, I've been watching you. You like what I see?
Spend your way to happiness in my shop.
When you find something, well done. Don't stop now. The others will be starting to suspect. Use the chicken suit to get them to follow you. It's a bit crazy, but just... That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think... All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to do.
I wish I could believe...
Welcome to the sanctuary.
I hope everything is in order. Ah, the dweller suit. Very good. Bit chilly, are you? Or just felt like a change?
You've a new type of gauntlet available.
Believe that. I really do.
Now we just have to figure out a compromise.
Haven't I compromised enough? Jonathan's been a bit depressed lately, but he'll cheer up when he sees what I've got for him. You got it! Oh, this is brilliant! Brilliant! Right, let me see. Now then, here are the instructions. Prepare your display area in pride of place. Done that. Ensure that your garden ornaments are facing your gargoyle with unbroken line of sight. Check. Face your gargoyle, stand confident, take a deep breath, and say in an authoritative voice... Oh.
Gargulus multipulus us.
Don't play with matches. Start every day with a healthy breakfast. Always look both ways before crossing a road. You should never move an injured person.
Oh, this is the greatest day of my life! Wait until I tell my family. Oh, I forgot I've stopped talking to them. Oh, who cares about them? This is mind-bogglingly amazing! In the morning when I wake up and I stumble out of bed,
I put my pointy hat on my little pointy head.
And it doesn't much matter if the sky is rain or shine,
Because a gnome is a happy fellow all the time.
They said a gnome is a happy fellow almost all the time.
We said a gnome is a happy fellow all the time. You have so much.
You've been to the little sale close by.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one man, the son of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our king.
Bet you won't find a better deal than here.
Upon that, you have done a wonderful thing for those poor people in the mountains. They will be...
Spend your way to happiness in my shop.
Oh, it's you! Thank goodness! You've got to help me! Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. All my darling gnomes have deserted me. Well, all but one, and he's right in the house. His name's Lionel. He always had a chip on his shoulder, that one. I tried patching it, but it didn't do any good. Please, try and talk some sense into him. And don't worry, you won't have any trouble finding him. You just need to follow his... his voice.
I sell...
Do you ever shoot that gun you have? Or are you just compensating for something? You can't touch me! No one can! What the hell?
What happened? I heard your gun, and Lionel suddenly appeared out here. Did you shoot him? However you did it, you have to find the others. Hunt them down, wherever they are. See if I can get them all back. I can work out a way to fix this.
Your mother!
You shut it! I told you never to mention her! Perhaps the company can help. Well, I am going to write a letter to their customer relations department. A strongly worded letter.
Ah, hello.
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. And supper. Damn thing doesn't open. How do you, Oh, well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder. We've been blessed, my friends. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side. Boulder. Promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury!
We'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible. Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Border? He couldn't be happier.
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I couldn't be prouder of what you've accomplished here, but there is still much for us to do, and I know just where to find our next allies.
I'm planning a hen night for my I need to find a bar.
But the most interesting thing has to be a rather odd object I'm convinced must have some historical value. I'm sure my cousin Saul would know what it is. He works over at the Brightwall Academy, you see. Very bright fellow. Wonderful. How kind you are. Here it is.
We'll never forget how you helped us.
Everyone knows how upright
I place the contract representing your promise to Sabine on the wall. Welcome to the sanctuary. I have arranged the room to store your fortune as well as your trophies and achievements. An entire wall. That's a lot of achievements. This room is quite enormous. I wonder how much wealth it would take to fill it. A little something